hello. Thank you for joining. Today, I was going through building, and I finished some of the house, and I'm just going to show people around and look at the defense and see what I have set up. And I'll probably have to go out after the pickaxe pretty soon. I gathered, I bet you it took 1,000 wood for what I've built so far, and there's still more I'd like to do to it, but the top of it looks pretty good. And here we go. I'm going to show you around here. I'm going to cut off the music here for you. The music's by Ann Joan, with A-N-J-O-N-E, Ann Joan, and as always, thank the VA. Now here we go. Get up and had it pause. Yeah, I can cut off the icons. I think it's Control F2 to show you around it. Oh, no, that's not it. Control F3, I think, on mine. Anyways, here we go. This is what it looks like whenever it's finished. I haven't extended it, but you can always expand it. And it actually has an upstairs, and you would expand going towards this way on both sides, this way and that way. But here, this is a fighting position. As you can see, I built a wall down there. It's hard to see it, but there is a wall down there. And what I do is put these corners up, and I usually finish these off. But I left them like that because I'd like to be able to see down in case we have to shoot at anything. You want some type of view. We could do other stuff too. We can extend this out and make it a better fighting spot if we need to, but we always have to remember we need a roof on it. And for a roof up here, you could always do the roof the opposite way, and I'll show you what I mean here if I can get the right tool selected. Okay, where's our list at? My list isn't coming up. See, that's the problem with doing the display like that. Things don't show up right, so I'm going to leave it like this. The stuff isn't showing. I was trying to get this menu up and it doesn't even pop up. But in this menu, you would want, what you'd want to do here for headroom, so you can walk underneath, is maybe use one of these panels. And what you can start doing is putting them on kind of this way, but you've got to get in the right spot, but that way. So as you're building out, it covers your ledge, and then you just turn around and put this one on this way, just like that. So that's an idea if you wanted to build something like this and expand it. I should move the stairway over here, or over here, back here somewhere. But also built one over here, like this one's opened up. And see, you can look down and see the wall I'm building. And since I couldn't flatten this enough here, and I really don't want to. I'd actually like to raise it up more. I'd like that wall to be pretty high. Try to keep the trolls out for later on. But I might end up putting that wall pretty high. So instead of keeping it as low. But I didn't have enough stone, and once I get the pickaxe, I have stone down there, and I'll show you the stone that stonework we'll need to do. But this is what it looks like. And I'd really like to go with the shorter panels in here so you have better views. But a lot of the times it kind of messes you up as far as your comfort goes. My comfort level is 6. And how I got it to 6, I don't even have a rug down yet. Like if I put a deer rug down, it'll be even, I think it'll be higher. But this little chair here goes from 4 to 6, having this fine wood chair. I also moved all the chests. I started labeling. Here's one of them, resin, perch, and that's what's in them. I found a few perch. There we go. There's a rug. Let's see what a rug does. If we do a deer rug, see what the level goes. What do they call it? The comfort level. It's kind of a neat feature. So we'll throw the deer rug right here. Why not? Put it right up here. Just right there. See, that took us to a 7, and that'll give us more time for the rested period. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. It's probably 14. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, 14. So there we got our 14. So very nice the way they did this. And see, I put this on to keep the smoke kind of out of here. You see, it's not perfect. It had smoke coming through still. You could probably put the bed up here too. Make it like a loft. Probably wouldn't work well for a flying attack. But like if we ever get some type of flying attack, I plan on building this down here and building like stories. This will be another, we got that up there. That's 2 stories technically already. This would be a 3rd, and this would be your 4th, and you can build it out as much as you want. And it's like this. I can remove this rock, have some extra stone, and fill this stuff in, or I could leave it like this and put animals in here, and then, they have a little lagoon to drink out of. And I really wanted to make this longer, but I'm not getting too fancy right now because I don't know that they'll probably have better building stuff down there. See, I'm not going to really try to fix this until I get the axe because I want to raise this up more. See, I was going to make this level so it looked nice and level, but it won't level with my tool. That part just will not go down enough. That's as far as it'll go down. So I have this panel, and something about these steps. The reason I have double doors is not. You'll need them later. You want double doors, and you want to use these steps for your cart. You cannot use a ladder. I've tried it with a ladder. I could not get the cart over the ladder. So you want, whenever you get far enough to where you can get a cart, you have to use these steps, and you'll be able to pull it right up the deal. And this has double doors, just 4 doors, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a lot of wood to do it. And then these 2 steps over here, and that's for the cart. That's the reason I did it that way. And see, I would have liked to have extended somewhere out of here and had this natural stuff in here. But you see, we can go up here. And the way you get this flat, like that's nice and flat over there, is you come up here on your spot and you flatten it out. So it's kind of a good example that I did that. And it's kind of, not having the pickaxe is kind of the only thing bothered me, because I can straighten some of it. I can either level all this off, which is impossible right now, or raise it up. I'd really like to raise it up higher, but that's no problem because you won't lose any wood doing that. And this should match up better than this. It should be actually be perfect if it's a square, and this is all the rest of it's everything except for that wall. See, that's a high spot there, so I'd need the axe to either raise it up, or I'd need to either raise it up or get an axe. And I can fall in the water here and swim around. It's kind of a view of all the work. And the way I do this is with this tool here, raising it up. And of course, you have to have your workstation built somewhere within range. I hope you don't drown before getting there. But you can walk here. And you don't want everything wet. You don't want the animals all wet, because if you're using fire against them, if they're wet, they tend to go out. The fire goes out. So I kind of say having a moat might not work all as the best is, you know, might not always work the best. It works good if they, as a deterrent, like for this, because they won't be able to jump up and get in. But if it's somewhere like here, a moat's not going to really help you all that much. So all of mine are going to be coming out of the water, so it might be a problem. I put a fire here to keep the random guys from coming in. And I kept having that happen. Just the little guys, they're afraid of it, random animals. But at least they won't get underneath there and get stuck, and then you'll have to go down and fight them. You see, this isn't finished yet, but it will be. But anyways, that's generally what it's looking like. And I'd say it took about a good 1,000 wood to do what I've done so far. I know it took 500 to do this wall and to finish that off on top with everything here. I know it took 500 because that's what I had. I had 550 wood. I piled it all up. Where that one pile is left, I piled everything up there. So, but anyway, that's what it looks like. Here's my nest, and they seem to be really happy here. So, and I will flatten this out. There's no reason I cannot just flatten all this out. I could also raise it all up to where it reaches that. But that would take a lot of work. A little bit of work. And I was planning on doing some type of fort, but I might I want to see what other building material I get later, like logs and stuff. And I put a picture on one of the other ones where I've built a raft. I have done a raft before. It's a lot of fun. I ran into the sea serpent, and I didn't last long. That's the one drawback. If you run into him, you might not last. And then I also took my tool and flattened this out, so I had kind of a trail. But I know already I can swim with the cart, but I also know that cart gets damaged pretty easy. So, but that's what it looks like. And I actually raised that up, because in the video I'd actually put a half of one there, but I raised it up, put a full one. And I think I put the wrong panel on there. I'm supposed to have a slanted, because in my original photo, or in my original one, I just had a slanted one there, and I think it works better, because that one's actually trapping more smoke up there. But that's what it looks like. And you notice I turned on the grass, and that's a setting in here. Basically, if you want to find stuff easier, you can turn vegetation control. And gotta turn that off. Yeah, I turned it down. And you go back. But that's where you control that. I have plenty of graphics. And it's not just graphics. It's easier to find stuff with... Oh, that's frame rate. Yeah. Here's vegetation quality. I think you have to hit OK. There we go. And that's how you turn it off. I think it looked a lot better with it. I mean, it's easier to find stuff like that, but I think it, yeah. And I can do it. Well, I don't know let's see what a low looks like. But that's where that setting is. Yeah, that doesn't look very good either. It's personal preference. I mean, if you want to find... Oh, it didn't... We'll do medium, I mean. Personal preference, I guess. That's not too bad. Even that's not bad. I guess it's just personal preference. Oh, at least we still have some cattails. So... So whatever you prefer. There we go. It just doubles everything. And after I get the pickaxe and straighten this out, I'll bring it up again. I'm sure I'll have other stuff posted, but I'll have to level this out, knock this down, take these big rocks. I mean, I'm going to have stone on top of stone, so what I plan on doing with the stone is I'll probably put them right in front of that fence. Inside, I'll go inside here, make it as a deterrent. I could line the road with it. I mean, maybe you need it later, I don't know, but I'll have enough to see. I had like 5 piles. It took me like 5 piles of stone to do this, so I'd probably need about these 5 more to fill in this area here. Most of this area over here was flattened, and we did it with the hoe tool. So you can just sit here and do this all day. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video and hope you learned something about building this. And I also added the corners here. I'm missing some of these. They go right here, and I have the wood. I have that pile of wood. I can do it. I can finish that. But all the rest of the sides I think are complete. Just never done. And if I widen it, I'll have to widen this. So I'll probably build this also. But I need to add these. I need to finish adding those over here. So, I mean, you can just do anything you want in here with building. It's just so fun. And I could probably extend over that way, extend over this way, and I can go back this way. But I'll level out. It probably help. I don't know if it might not even. It might help to start doing that now, so I can raise this later. But it still help to have the pickaxe to get rid of the rocks. But anyways, it's not too bad. I'll give you another view of it from the island over here. The good thing about the double doors, I mean, I can make more room here too. I probably should add another fence here. But I didn't do anything because I need to level this off. And it should work. Oh, there we go. It's going to eventually... I'm going to eventually need this to come up a little anyway, but there we go. That makes it easier. But these walls tend to want to creep into here, so you got to deal with that through your pathway. But for this pathway here, is like I said, you have to use this type of stairs. So if you raise it up, so if it's raised like I did this one, and I intentionally did this raised like this so you could actually see what I was talking about. But once you get your cart, you cannot use the other ladder like this. If you do, I've tried one flight of steps with this, and he'll just sit there and try to run all day. Man, I took another view from over on this side. It's like an open house. I'm sure I'll add to it. It looks like a pyramid. I could put torches up there and everything and make it look real nice. That's why I'm on the ground here. Not too shabby. And I'll also do something with these fires once I get the right... See, I'm going to move... There's all kinds of rock here. I mean... Stone is not going to be a problem. And that's what it looks like with the glare on it. But anyways, once I start adding more to it, I'll put another video up, and we'll probably try to do some type of port. I've never tried to do a port or something like that, but I might just try a raft. But I'm to the point now where I can get the pickaxe and not have to worry a whole lot about being attacked. I'll be able to run and rest, or maybe I can make post up here or something. Make like a little shooting post up on these walls, so when they attack, I don't have to come out here. Just make something high enough to where I can get to them. So, but hopefully let's see what my skills are now. I raised I can run. That's important. But I got 23 blocking, which isn't bad. 23 with my fist, so I've been training those. You know, I haven't done a whole lot of wood cutting, which I probably should do more. So most of the wood I found for this, I found on the ground. I did it the hard way, and I did chop down maybe 6 trees, and it would have only been 4, but sometimes when you're chopping down one, it hits the other one, and then it just makes a big line of trees, which it's a lot easier to chop down trees that way, but I can't see destroying the forest until I can grow things back. So, and I do have the seeds, so I know you can grow them. It's just a matter of time before I get whatever I need to do that. But anyways, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this video. You guys have a nice one. Let's see if I can find the stop button here. Turn the music back on. Oh.